welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bad
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee? It's like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow with the ground. So I just watched the fucking trailer today, and I don't know, I might write a thing on this, I might not. If I did, it's in the description. If I didn't, it's not, you won't see it there. To hopefully better explain this, but I guess, look, this is stupid. And I don't want to be a downer and shit on stuff that people are excited about. If you're excited about it, good for you, great, have fun with it, be excited about it. But I just, God, I don't know. I mean, it's a remake of the Gen 1 Pokemon games, which, for the Switch, which I don't give a shit about. They already remade it once. I don't think they need to remake it again. They're really trying to do something sort of different with it, I guess. And they hadn't done it in 3D yet, I guess. It also makes me feel kind of like maybe they'll do it with Gen 2 then, also, because why not? And hey, we could remake Gen 3 again, maybe. I mean, is there any reason not to at this point? I mean, we've already had this will be the second remake. Why not do that for everything? Why not just, remake it again in a few more years, too? Because why not? You can just continually remake the same fucking game over and over. And it's just rough for me to just look at this and be like, people are disappointed with this also. Like people are like, oh man, this doesn't look like what I wanted to do. Like, I mean, they have the stupid, the way you catch Pokemon looks like you just kind of go like this and throw a Pokeball at it rather than fighting it, unless they fought it and they didn't show the part where you fought it. I don't know. But it's like, I mean, it's like Pokemon Go. It's more like that, which, how much I love Pokemon Go. So let's make it more like that game that, people liked for like a month or two, and then nobody really talks about it anymore, other than the people who were hardcore into it, which is a very niche crowd. Basically replicating the fad that was the first gen of Pokemon, And the thing is, I don't think this is going to spark the same kind of interest that Gen 1 of Pokemon did back when it hit. I don't think it's going to spark the same kind of interest that Pokemon Go did when it hit. I think it's a little too early. It's a little too soon to be trying to, to stoke those flames again. Because unless these people also have the Switch now, and why do they care? Do you think they're going to get the Switch just to play this game again when they probably just would want to play the original one that they remember? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's a great idea for that. But people are disappointed because they're like, that's not the new Pokemon game, the new core Pokemon game. New. And basically, they're like, that's going to come later. It's like, well, I guess that makes sense if it's going to be a new game, because it's going to take more time to do it, so this is just to kind of tide you over kind of shit. Not interested, really. I mean, I probably would play it and enjoy it, but I wouldn't really recommend bothering with this fucking thing until it's, cheap. Because I already have the Gen 1 game, so why do I give a shit? I don't. And then there's I guess there's also a good reason, if they don't put those on the fucking, eShop, because they're not going to do a virtual console thing, if they're not going to put it on the eShop, then hey, they can just sell you the same fucking game again, for full price, rather than at a nice, lower price for what the actual game should be. And yeah, they've already fixed the shit in Gen 1. They don't need to continually update every fucking generation of Pokemon all the fucking time, so that it has the latest shit that's going to not be the latest shit eventually anyways. As the years go on, it's going to be like, oh, we're going to make more improvements, we're going to do more new things, and now there's more things we could add to older ones, but you don't need to keep remaking them. And I'm just, I guess at this point, I'm just fucking sick of it. Like, of course they're going to do a new Pokemon game. Don't be disappointed. It's still going to come out. But you think they're going to stop making Pokemon games? You fucking idiot. Of course they're going to keep making them. And they're going to keep doing remakes. And they're going to keep doing spin-offs. They're gonna keep milking this shit out of this cow until it's dried up and fucking dead in the ground. Which, by the way, it's selling. I don't even know if that's gonna I don't even know if that's possible that it's going to happen. I guess I don't know. It's insane. It's like fucking just wait for the game to come out. Wait for them to actually talk about the new game. And fuck. People were speculating about this shit before we knew even this fucking little like teaser trailer bullshit fucker of a goddamn fuck. And now we have this. And it's like people are already making wild speculations and being like, oh, this looks great, oh, this looks terrible, I'm super excited, I'm disappointed. I'm cautiously optimistic. Well, whatever. Just wait for the fucking thing to actually come out and have an opinion on what the game is. I mean, fuck. I'm sorry, I can't give a shit about Gen 1 coming out again. I just can't. Unless they're just gonna actually release the original one and let you play it on your fucking Switch, which is all they really need to do. And I don't even know they're even gonna do that for any games. They're just gonna remake everything, so they don't have to actually make any new games for fucking ever. And honestly, all I would really want from Pokemon is for them to do a real new game. I don't give a shit about the spin-offs. I don't give a shit about the remakes. And every time they put out a new game, it's always like some new Pokemon in a new region with some new mechanics or gimmicks and shit in there. And yeah, this one's big new gimmick is that you get to have a nice fucking, like, also there's a Pokeball controller you can use for what I assume will only work for, like, this game and maybe something else later, where you're just like, oh, you can throw it and there's a button on it and that's all it is. It's fucking, look, that's going to be sitting on the shelf, it's going to be like a conversation piece, people are going to use it 2 times and then they're going to throw it on the fucking, like, I'm not going to use this thing anymore because it's fucking stupid, dumbass, gimmick bullshit. And hope that it's worth something someday when, you know, they don't sell very many of them and then people are flipping it on eBay. It's because they just are going to reuse the same old Pokemon in these new games. There's mostly going to just rely on old gameplay mechanics, on the old, you know, way things work, and rely on old Pokemon. They just add in some new stuff every time. It's like being generous. A new Pokemon game is only like half new if I'm being fucking generous. And so basically at this point, I guess it's stupid for me to even be like, I wonder what the next Pokemon game is going to be like. What would you like, you know, people are like, what would you like to see in the next one? And for me to say is fucking, like, pointless, because they're probably never going to do it. Because what I want to see for the next one is to have not only a new region and some new mechanics and interesting stuff like that, but all new Pokemon. A full roster of brand new Pokemon. Yeah, that would take some time. That would take some effort. That would, you know, take, you know, creating a new game. But I think that would be fucking worth it. Maybe we'd have to wait a little longer. Maybe, you know, don't put all your eggs into spin-offs and remakes and then try to rush a half-assed new game out the fucking door so you have something every goddamn year to, you know, toss out there. Maybe even multiple a year, because, you know, you can't just be satisfied with, you know, a cash cow like this of just only doing just a game a year. That's not, you gotta do, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 at least. Fuck. And it's just like, there's no way they're ever gonna, like, do this. I mean, like, the last time they did it was, like, with Black and White. That was the last time, and here we are, and they still haven't done that again. I mean, until the end of the game, the post-game shit kind of threw that out the window, but the whole first part of it was the first time I actually had that much fun in a Pokemon game in fucking forever. It was like, oh, it's like a brand new fucking, like, experience. I feel like this is all new shit that I'm figuring out, and it's giving the game its own identity and shit. It was almost like playing Gen 1 again for the first time. And that's just an experience you're never going to get again unless you haven't played a Pokemon game before. And then the first one you play is going to give you that, and all the rest are going to be like, yeah, it's pretty much like every other Pokemon game. They all just started to blend together into this weird mass that is all Pokemon games ever. And it sucks. So that's kind of how I feel about Pokemon Let's Go, whatever the fuck. It's like Pokemon Go. I mean, it probably isn't that bad. It's probably going to be more fun than that, but still, with the ground, whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Fucking, I don't care. I love Gen 1 and I don't care about this. And I like Pokemon and I don't care about this. Why does anybody care about this? Why does anyone care? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam?
say